I'm John Spalding. I am the Director of Travel Ministries for Educational Opportunities for the state of Missouri. But I'm also lead pastor at Church of the Shepherd in St. Charles, Missouri, and I'll be traveling with you on Bishop Farr's trip to the Holy Land this December. You should have received an email from me that had an attachment for things to know before you go. This form is very similar to the one that's on the website for educational opportunities, but ours has been adapted just for this trip, as there are some specific things that are unique to us. I want to go over just a few of those unique things because I know that several of you have been asking questions, and I hope to set those questions at ease for you and to make this be a great pilgrimage as we all travel together. First, many of you have been asking about the airline tickets. Those usually arrive about 3 weeks before we depart, and they'll come with luggage tags that you will need to attach and our complete itinerary. Remember, you get 2 suitcases, one large and one small. In your small one, make sure that you pack those items that you need to have with you on an ongoing basis. Also, if you have frequent flyer miles with the airline that we'll be traveling with, you can have those attached to your frequent flyer number at the airport. So please make sure to take care of it at that time. The second thing that folks have been asking about are, how do I pack for this trip? Well, you'll have 2 suitcases, first of all, your large bag and your small bag. And in your small bag, you need to make sure that's where you put your medications and at least one change of clothes in case you would get separated from your large bag. Those 2 bags should be everything you need, as long as you kind of follow these kind of tips. Always make sure you have comfortable clothing and comfortable shoes. You don't need anything fancy. There are no dress-up, dining occasions, or anything like that. Just something that's comfortable for you and easy to walk in. Also, make sure that you dress for layers. As we're there'll be all kinds of temperature changes throughout the day and from region to region. So make sure that you have clothing that you can layer and take off as the day gets warmer or put back on as the day gets cooler. You might want to pack a swimsuit so that day that we go down to the Dead Sea, you can float along with everybody else. Also, you might want to consider carrying along a small backpack or carry bag that you can put some snacks or your purchases for the day or that jacket whenever you take it off. The third thing that many folks have questions about are, what about money? You don't need to exchange your money for local currency. US dollars will be accepted everywhere you go. And as you think about it, you always want to be thinking about smaller bills. 1s, 5s, 10s, maybe a few 20s, but nothing larger than a 20. Most of the things that you'll be purchasing will be in that $1 to $5 range, like bottles of water, snacks, things like that. And so when Denise and I, my spouse, we travel there, we usually take $100 in 1s. That's an easy way to buy your water bottle, pay for a beverage at a noon meal. It's just an easy way to make things happen for you. As you think about credit cards, I do want to note that you should pay attention to the things that are written in the outline as you go to make sure you have that credit card cleared for travel where we're going. MasterCard and Visa are widely accepted. Others, it's maybe yes, maybe no. So just kind of note that as you think about traveling with those things. The places where we stop and we'll be making shopping kind of opportunities for you are all safe to use your credit card, and it's easy to have access to in those places. Fourth thing that I've been asked about are meals. Our meals are usually all buffet meals, and all 3 meals during the day are provided. There are local fare and usually something that would be very similar to what you would get here in the States as well. So there's a way for you to have your dietary needs all met by simply choosing what you want to have as we share that meal together. The fifth thing that I would just say is that daily information, in addition to the outline of our daily schedule that's kind of provided in the last page of the information, will be updated every day by your bus captain. Every morning they'll kind of say, hey, here's where we're going to be, but in the evening they'll also remind you what we're going to be doing the next day, how you might want to dress, what you might want to bring along, and how all those things will happen. And then finally, there are a large number of you that are going to be doing the extension to Petra. And so there'll be about Well, there's about a bus and a half, but you can't take a half a bus. So there'll be 2 buses of you that will be going on for that extension. And while we're in Jerusalem at the Olive Tree Hotel, there'll be an informational meeting, an opportunity for all of you to meet Paula King, who works with Educational Opportunities, and she will be going with you on that extension and making sure everything goes well in that part of your trip. And finally, we'll be traveling on 4 different tour buses while we're there. We'll be staying at the same hotels, and we'll be sharing some experiences together. For instance, Bishop Farr will preach to us while we're on the Sea of Galilee. He'll celebrate baptism renewals at the Jordan River, and we'll share Holy Communion in the Garden of the Empty Tomb. The remainder of the times, our buses and our may happen to be at the same spots at the same times. We may be passing each other going in or going out, but we'll not see each other until we get back to the hotel at night. So you'll be sharing this trip mainly with the folks on your bus. You may have other questions about the trip that have come to your mind that I've not answered either in the handout or in this little short video. And if so, please feel free to contact me. I want this trip to be a great experience. If I don't know the answer, I'll find it out and I'll get back with you very quickly. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the Holy Land.